Turn it off and on again. Oh, all James, all of the time. Well, thanks for bearing with us. We're doing some technical stuff. You've got.
Can anyone hear me? Right, my mic's picking up.
Or can anyone hear me?
And now your mic's picking up.
Right.
Someone in the chat say something. Can you hear me now? Woo! Right, that's... If we charged for this podcast, we would not give you back the money for those 2 minutes and 40 seconds of me looking very concerned. That's all I'm saying.
Brown trouser time?
I've not changed any settings since the last broadcast, so I don't know. I apologise that you guys couldn't hear us. I'm assuming... I don't even know if the intro video had sound on it or anything, but you can hear us now, and I assure you, as with any of our broadcasts that you may watch or miss or see on mute, you have not missed anything of any substance.
Well, you say that, but there was an introduction.
It's a shame because I started with the actual reason for life, which is very deep, but I can't share it again. It was a one-time thing, the meaning of life. Unfortunately.
Sorry, guys. Sorry. Yeah. Tune in next week. How are you keeping, Will? Anyways, man.
Wait, tune in next week. We don't broadcast every other Tuesday. We broadcast every other Tuesday. So if they tune in next week, there'll be nothing to.
It's for the Patreon only members that we're considering. Oh, sorry. I may have said too much. Can you put that warning up, Will? That little warning that says not everything that is talked about in the Blacklist actually happens.
It's up right now. It's flashing away to say that the disclaimer that you've just given is has been noted by the people that do the minutes for this meeting every other Tuesday.
Yeah, other Tuesday. Is it Tuesday?
I hope so. Otherwise, we're in the wrong place at the wrong time.
I've just lost track of days, man. I don't even know what day it is.
Of course.
So, yeah, Tuesday. Cool.
So, who have we got in the chat this evening? Pilgrim G, David O, Susie Boots, Mac, Kirsty's there, Neil's there. Hi guys, Susie's there. Hello, good evening everybody. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for putting up with us whilst we acted like a silent movie for a minute there. But we are with you now. It's lovely to have you with us for another hour of complete... Well, let's call it what it is. Absolute bollocks. Oh, look. Speaking of bollocks.
It's amazing. You said the bollocks word and Lee turns up.
There's some comedy timing for you. Come on, Lee. Turn that camera on. Let the world see your face.
Usual problems with fucking tech.
Well, you wouldn't catch us having problems with tech, mate. Come on.
Wankers.
Mate, we spent the first 3 minutes of the podcast on mute, apparently. I had to figure out what the fuck was going on with the sound. Hi, Catherine. Thank you for joining us. Come on, Lee. Share your face with the world. Here he comes.
Right.
Hey!
Fucking piece of shit, man.
How you doing, mate? You okay?
Yeah, rushing about like a dickhead. There we are.
Sounds like life.
How's that tooth keeping?
What?
How's
Your
your
tooth.
Oh, bad. Still.
Oh, mate. If people don't know, Lee's got teeth problems.
Oof. A bad tooth is I tell you what, I had an abscess on a tooth, and it was probably the worst pain I've ever experienced in my life. I've hurt myself significantly in the past, but nothing compared to this, because at least if it's in your... Like, if you hurt your leg or your arm, you can kind of try and focus on something else. But when it's in your head, like, you just cannot escape. Like, it is fucking awful. I think when my abscess was in like full effect, I think I cried myself to sleep because I couldn't escape. I cried until I passed out. It was that bad.
You wouldn't catch Lee crying though.
Combo.
No, Lee just drank himself to sleep.
It's Strongbow and pain medication.
Nice. That's a powerful cocktail, as recommended by the dentist. Get yourself some Strongbow. Right, I'm quite excited because I drink a lot of rum, and I've finally got my hands on a bottle of the roast coffee Kraken.
Is that people who like coffee and rum?
I believe so. I mean,
well, that sounds like a fresh pot.
oh geez, that smells incredible.
Ah.
You know, I listen to a podcast. I sometimes watch it because they do stream it via video. But I listen to a podcast, and one of the things that one of the hosts does every few weeks is whenever a new energy drink comes out, he'll always like jump on it and be really keen to try it. I think I should do that with rum.
Nice. Every other week, you rum.
Every week I'll just disintegrate by about half an hour in. I've already had a couple whilst doing all the pre-stream checks, as today was a long one. So forgive me if I start slurring by about 15 minutes.
Don't you try it neat first? Are you going to chuck in the mixer? Just go for the mixer straight away.
Oh, well, I've already checked in... Hold on, alright. I already checked in the mixer, hold on.
Well, I can't think of anything worse than adding coffee to rum, to be honest with you. And I like rum.
No, that works. That really works.
You have boozy coffees, though, surely. I mean, everyone has an Irish coffee and shit like that, so it's just boozy coffee, isn't it? It does go.
That is... Yeah. James, that is thoroughly amazing.
Right, give me about an hour, I'm coming right.
Do it, mate. You know where I am. Come down and have a drink.
Yeah, cool. I'm joining Lee on the cider tonight.
Are you? Ugh. I mean, I say ugh. I went through a serious phase of only drinking cider when I moved to Bristol and realised that everyone drank cider. I drank a lot of cider, and it's weird because I always hated cider, and then all of a sudden I was like, yeah, this is nice, and then I went from being like cagey about it to being I only drink cider. And then one day, I didn't have a bad experience on it or anything like that, but one day when I woke up, my brain was just like, bink, back to default settings. You hate cider.
Rum.
Really, I don't know why that happened, because I didn't have a bad night on it or anything like that. Just one of those things. But I did have the new blood orange Strongbow the other day, and I thought it was very nice.
Tastes like Lucozade.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's pretty easy to drink. That's for sure.
Very, very easy. So what are we going to talk about today?
Let's see. Susie said that she had coffee, cake, and Kraken on holiday because that's all the gluten-free that you could find, and I think it was your favourite dinner. I mean, that sounds pretty awesome, to be honest. I'd have coffee, cake, and Kraken 7 days a week if I could get away with it.
Is Susie gluten-free?
I mean, either that or she was just setting herself a challenge. I mean,
I understand the gluten-free diet. My daughter's gluten-free, and as a household, we try and be gluten-free. And yeah, choice sucks sometimes, but there are some awesome places out there. I took some of my kids down to, where is it? Newquay down in Pembrokeshire, and the only place that does gluten-free is this fish and chip shop called the Lime Crab, right?
What?
And
The Lime Crab?
Crab. Right. Got there, the thing had burnt down. Absolutely gutted. Like, next door had done some renovations. Love this. Turned on their chip fryers, no oil in it, massive fire, burnt both sides of the buildings down, and this amazing gluten-free place went up in smoke. But absolute nightmare of holiday to find gluten-free stuff.
Sucks indeed. I mean, Susie's put yes GF, which I'm choosing to mean that when you said, Susie, are you gluten-free? She's come back saying, yes, girlfriend. So
Good. It's good.
Which is what we all say to James. Isn't it?
Hey, I'm not the one who comes to practice in pink and luminous colours, right?
wait. We're going to go down a weird path if we start suggesting that certain colours are for certain sexes here. Let's not get into that. I won't show you my underwear if you're going to be funny about colours.
My underwear today looks like a refresher.
Oh, I've seen those ones. I think they're the ones you were wearing when your trousers fell down at practice.
He never changes them.
Yeah, you're still wearing those. I might add that was at least 3 years ago when that happened.
And may I say that my most treasured possessions, right, of headphones for listening are pink. Thank you.
Well, they look good.
Yeah.
You look good. I can see you saddled up next to Dre in the studio wearing those.
I can't hear what you're saying. Sorry, mate.
I said you look really cool with your finger coyly against your lip, is what I said.
No good. Can't hear you. Oh, mate, I was thinking about keeping them on all podcasts, and then, I wouldn't hear you taking the piss out of me.
Believe you me, the joke would have got old.
What? Can't hear you?
Mm.
Yeah, well, sorry, that's years of mistreating my ears. But we've done something, haven't we, to remedy that?
Yes, we have. Yes, we have.
Can I show them?
What, your refresher pants? I don't know. Yeah, you can show them your
Rubbish.
Well,
is it IEM? Is that what they're called? Is that like the sort of in-ear monitor? Is that what you say? IEM?
Well, the cat's out of the bag now, isn't it? Because some of the we did a gig, didn't we?
We did do a gig.
We had some feedback, didn't we?
We did have some feedback, and I mean not like the kind of feedback. I mean like the feedback that hurts.
Take your medicine feedback.
Yeah.
And as a result of that, and some swift button clicking.
The what?
Shut it. These have been acquired for the lakes.
Mm.
Some in-ear monitors that are going to help tighten up our sound and performances.
So a few of us rushed to the tills and bought those. Mine are somewhere in the black behind me as well. We've talked about how the Blacklist broadcast should be sort of
behind the veil. You said
behind the veil. Yeah, exactly. That's what it is, and I think it's fair to say that through when you look through the bollocks that we talk about on a bi-weekly basis, we do often touch on things that maybe you wouldn't hear other bands discussing for fear of giving something away. But I think it's worth talking about because I think it's certainly shaped the last couple of weeks for us as a band, and that is the feedback. I mean, all feedback is good feedback, whether or not it stings to hear it or not. But yeah, we had feedback from our last gig at Patriot, which stung a bit to hear about how ready or not we were to sort of step up to the next level, and so we've taken it all to heart, and we obviously take what we do seriously. No one obviously, I was going to say no one in the band doesn't take it seriously, but there are a lot of bands that just do it for fun. But anyone who's put the time, and not to be grotesque, but the money in that we put in, is taking it very, very seriously. And so we've acted on the feedback we were given, and we'll be taking that forward in terms of how we portray ourselves live next time. And the in-ear monitors were a part of that in terms of making ourselves even more tight live.
And maybe people might not understand what it's like on stage, but it can be really raucous on stage. And to get there's 6 of us, and there's a lot of energy, a lot of sound energy coming out, and there's lots of it's really hard sometimes to hear your frequency, in that wave. There are monitors that push out what you want to hear, but even then, you'll never get a true isolated sound for you unless you step into the arena of in-ear monitors. And I think that's why we've decided to make that leap, so that we can all do exactly what we want to hear without other things interfering. And yeah, it's expensive, but we're not here to fuck around. We're here to make this work and do something to the best of its ability. So Will's gone and got his wireless microphone, which means he can move around a lot more. He's a lot more free. He's freer. He can be more confident with that tech, and I'm hoping that with the in-ear monitors we'll get a more precise, more accurate sound, and I guess more confidence from that, because there's nothing better than feeling confident on stage, and people will know that we went live before the gig and I'm like, oh man, I'm a bit nervous, and that's normal, but to be on stage and to have clarity with the in-ear monitors, I think that's going to up our game.
If you see me wincing at the next gig, it's because it's the first time I've heard us live properly in my own ears, and it's a tragic experience. Dave and Susie both say that different venues have different sound. Yeah, this is true. This is also feedback that we had before, which we tried to work with, and the sort of main suggestion from people at higher levels in the industry is that you get your own sound tech that comes with you to work the sound desk in each venue to make you sound like you do everywhere else. But again, that's another, we're already a 6-piece band. You'd be very lucky to find a sound tech who wants to just be the sound tech without expecting any money for it. So it's just another one of those things. Like we'll get there. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. Consistency, I think, is one of the biggest bits of feedback for us. Is that we want to be able to go to venues throughout the UK, and you know what you're going to get. Doesn't matter about the venue. You can dial in to a certain degree of precision the sound you want to put out, and I think that's what we're looking at right now with our Sonics.
Yep, 100%.
Yeah,
I just bought standard earplugs, so I didn't have to listen to James.
Just got cotton wool in your ears. Just
I've got them in now.
Yeah, cotton wool. You dip it in the strongbow so that they get a little bit softer, and you just shove it all the way in, and then when they dry out and expand, absolutely perfect.
Don't make me say what you were saying at the gig, Lee. Okay.
What did I say? I can't fucking remember. Sorry.
That's it. I was just saying. I'm not gonna go there. Okay.
You could say anything, you twat. I don't remember.
This is the
conversation.
This is friendly. Okay, we're not going there, Lee.
It's gaslighting me.
I've got a lot. I got a lot of respect for Lee, no matter how. I still got a lot of respect for him, and I'm not gonna do that to him on in the Blacklist.
I'm sure he appreciates it. Underneath the surface, the tough exterior. There's
yeah, he's the A if we were the A team. Yeah.
Susie said, my dad literally used toffee wrappers at a gig once because he forgot his earplugs, and he was a bass player as well.
Problem solvers.
I love that. Man,
that's good. That is good. Yeah, adapt and overcome, innit?
Survival.
Brilliant.
I gotta say that this, I know it's completely off topic, but this rum is fucking amazing.
Have you listened to the Blacklist before, Will?
Yes, I know we tend to bounce around from topic to topic, but I'm just saying this is very, very pleasant.
Now, someone's after a sponsorship, I think.
Yeah. It's very, very nice, and you should drink it too. Do I now... Wait, do I now... I have to go into the settings now and change it to where it says, is this a sponsored video? I've got to change it to yes.
No, we're not getting actually sponsored for it, so... yeah, working on it.
Come on,
Yeah.
Kraken, where are you?
I met them, one of the PR guys down...
Yeah. Before the Death Throne shoot.
Yeah, just before the Death Throne shoot, they were filming some of their like promo stuff and just got chatting to one of the dudes, and it was like, hi, I'm in a band. Yeah, you might have heard of us. No, you're not heard of us, but this is us, and we'd like to, how do we get sponsorship? And
Black legs, black rum. Mm.
Well, he left me a bottle of their new rum, so that was like it worked.
I mean, Jägermeister have a stable of bands that are Jaeger bands. I'm not suggesting Kraken do the same, but I am suggesting they have one band.
Us. Yeah, definitely.
We do them proud, I think. Or at least we drink a lot of it. I mean, we keep them afloat, if nothing else.
Good advertising, mate. Good advertising.
I mean, look at the glass. Look at the glass. I don't know if you can see the tentacles on the glass, man.
Alright, you bought into it, haven't you?
But these aren't even official. They might be official. They're not official. These are actually a present from a colleague who kind of alluded to my drinking problem when they got me as their Secret Santa. They were like, well, I know you drink a lot of Kraken, so I bought you these glasses with tentacles on, which actually turned out to be the nicest Secret Santa I think I've ever got.
Ah, cool. What's the best Secret Santa gift you've ever got?
I don't do it. I'm a miserable bastard.
Yeah, you believe in Krampus, so there we go.
Go on, James. Your turn.
Oh man. No, I'm really pulling at straws here.
Go on, Blacklist community. Come on. What's the best Secret Santa gift you've ever got?
I'd like to say it was like LED lights that went into the beard. That was pretty cool.
It was your pants, right? It was your refresher pants.
That was not.
Back in 1998, and he's never taken them off.
To be honest with you, I always stress about presents, right? Because the idea of gifting something to someone, for me, means like a lot. I really think hard about the person and the personality and what they like. Whereas some people just get all sorts of shit and just like, there we are, present, thank you very much. But for me, I find it quite a stressful thing. I really like to think and consider the other person, But how do you do that on like 10 quid for a Secret Santa? Impossible.
Yeah, I mean, I've had interesting, like, thoughtful gifts in the past. I don't tend to go in for it these days, but in the past I've had some very thoughtful gifts and some very obviously just socks and beer, like, the kind of thing where you're like, oh fuck, I wish I never put so much effort into my present now.
Fuck all wrong with socks, mate. Saves you buying them in it all the way around. Right? Have we got any musical things to talk about or anything? We haven't, have we? Any updates, really?
Oh yeah, shit, we're a band, aren't we?
Some of the new tunes that are coming through, again, people might know we're writing album 2 now. I heard something that you and Scott had been pushing through, and it is sounding like a really cool mix between Korn and Linkin Park.
See, that's the really interesting thing, is because when we were working on that, Scott said, the vibe I'm getting is this. And then I said, I'm trying to bring in like an Evanescence vibe. And neither of the bands that we were working with the vibe of were like Korn or Linkin Park. And then we send it to you and we're like, what do you think? And then you come back with, it's got a really strong Korn, Limp Bizkit thing going on. It's really interesting how people pick out different bits.
Are we allowed to say like what the working title is?
I mean, you can, because I've got no bloody idea.
I'm hoping it was Maze.
Could be Maze. I mean, I mean, the songs have all got.
It wasn't that one, was it?
What are you doing, James?
It wasn't that one, was
You're
it?
lucky. You're lucky Scott's not here because he would be furious. But also, put on at least 5 more seconds of that because it sounds so good to my ear. Do it.
Hang on. Are you sure it's not going to get me into trouble?
It's not gonna get me into trouble. That'll do. That will do. Turn it off.
Alright, fine.
I don't want to get like into Scott's bad books because once you're there, it takes a long time to get out.
So yeah, people know we're working on songs. I think we session tomorrow.
Yes. No.
So,
Yes. Yes, there is.
So yeah, more writing happening, more finessing of songs, and yeah, album 2, 2023 maybe.
Well, definitely, surely.
I like that. Definitely, surely, maybe.
I don't know.
Well, we were aiming for early-ish 23. I mean, plans changed. Things have moved around in terms of scheduling for other things that were hopefully going to coincide with albums. So the kind of, I don't know, things change, don't they? So
But that's things absolutely change, and it's disappointing that Soundbay's not happening.
Soundbay
Oh, yeah.
is a massive loss. We were so excited to play Soundbay. Susie says, do you write all the lyrics? Now, I'm assuming that is an open question to the entire band, in which case she's either asking, do we write the lyrics or do we steal them? So...
That's an interesting process, isn't it?
Interesting is one word. Yep. Yes, Susie. We do all write the lyrics. Well, I mean, I write a lot of lyrics. Scott writes a lot of lyrics. James writes a lot of lyrics, and then we sort of butt heads and refine. Daff also, a lot more so on this album, has been involved in the lyric writing, which is awesome. Just gives us even more scope. We've been trying. So what the sort of process for songs on album 2 has been a bit different, I think, from the process for songs on album 1. Album 1, we kind of came at it with like a very clear, this song's about this, and this song is about this. I'm fucked off about this, so here's this song. And then the way that some of these demos have come to life, and the speed in which some of these demos came to life, we've almost written placeholder lyrics to construct a melody, and then we've gone back to them, listened back through them, and said, right, what is it at the moment that we're like really upset about, or like what's got under our skin recently that we want to vent about, and then really re-engineered the lyrics to sort of, I don't know, give us our soapbox, I guess.
It's not too far from the truth, though, is it?
No, and I think it's important we use the band to vent. It's mentally supportive for us, so why not? Talk about the things that are plaguing you. Talk about the things that are keeping you going. Try and balance that for light and dark on the album, and there you go.
And the moments where it's like good, it's really good. When all 3-4 of us have got that melting pot, and we're creating, and there's that flow state going on. It's one of the best moments ever.
I think the last time that, well, we previewed some of WC, didn't we, on the Blacklist exclusively, and that was a real lightning strike of a writing session that came together so fast.
Yeah, man.
As soon as we were like, as soon as we had one lyric, which we realised really tied into a specific thing that was upsetting us all, the whole song just went.
Yeah. So hoping to catch the lightning again next time, isn't it?
Tomorrow. Depends how much of this rum I drink. We may not catch much of anything. Sponsored by Kraken.
Steady. But yeah, Soundbait gutted, but looking forward, looking at more festivals into the future now, and I see Stone Deaf has had like a massive successful moment.
Stone Dead now.
I said Stone Dead.
All right, okay. It's you keep calling it Stone Deaf, and I keep correcting you, so it's just habit at this point.
Man, it's Stone Dead. I know that, and it's like, yeah, pushing for that next year. We need to be on that. Coming off the back of Castle Rock, man, we need to push for that. We're Chepstow boys mostly.
Do you know what? Two things from the chat that I just wanted to point out. Max said that it makes them that much more excited for Rockstock that Soundbait got cancelled, and that is a brilliant way of looking at it. Cool. I appreciate that vantage point. That's awesome. And also, Kirsty said that she got a Harry Potter Slytherin jumper, which she still has now as a Secret Santa.
Yeah, cool.
I will hold my hands up and say I don't know what a Slytherin is. I've never seen. I don't know what. I have not read any or watched any Harry Potter.
Hang on, there are certain groups within the school, I think, or not groups. I think there's Slytherin, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, and...
Hufflepuff? That's a Pokemon, isn't it?
Who's that Pokemon? And then Gryffindor.
Okay, I know there's a sorting hat. I know there's... what do they call people that are like half wizard? Like mudblood?
Mudbloods, there we go.
Is it Mudblood? I don't know. But yeah, it kind of passed me by, that phenomenon. Mainly because I just wasn't really that interested.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Max says, it's Jigglypuff. I know it's Jigglypuff. I love Jigglypuff. I mean, come on. If you're going to quiz me on the original 151 Pokemon, I'm going to get most of them at this point. But after that fact... Whenever I go around to Scott's and he's got his son and he's got all the Pokemon cards out, Scott always kind of just tries to fob him off on me. Oh, Will loves Pokemon, and I'm like, I love the original, but I don't know what any of these things are that you've got now.
Evolved.
I don't even own a current Nintendo console, so I can't even enjoy new Pokemon.
So yeah, Rockstock.
Rockstock's going to be awesome.
Well, got plenty of time to practice, especially with
Yeah. There'll be a lot of time between December the... is it 4th?
That's ages away.
Oh yeah. Whatever it is, it's a very, very long way off. So yeah, maybe we should play like 2 new songs by then.
That'd be sick. I'd love to get a new banger in the mix.
Is Rockstock sold out? I believe the accommodation for Rockstock is all completely sold out, which is bonkers. But I think you can get day tickets and tickets for the weekend if you're not staying there, I think. Max says, bring some of that rum to Rockstock. I love the belief that there'll be any of that rum left within a week.
Let alone 3 months, crying out loud. You know him so well.
Ryan says, you probably get people asking you to play places a lot, but you should 100% come to Lincoln. I mean... Cool. Ryan, get in touch with people that book bands. You know, get us in contact. We'll come where we're asked to come, basically.
Yeah. Well, we were recently asked to come down to Devon and Cornwall, weren't we?
You were?
Need to chase that up.
We do. We have many drunken conversations with amazing people.
We should just wear it. We need to get a T-shirt with a disclaimer written on it. Not everything that we agree to might actually happen.
Do I need to flash the disclaimer GIF again?
Okay.
If you're talking to a member of Black Lakes and they're drunk. Neil66 has just offered us a gig in his back garden. I mean...
Hey, if it pays, man. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, okay. Cover our costs and we'll do it for a bit of fun.
Crying out loud, Will. Flash the GIF.
Flash what?
Flash the GIF.
Look, I'm just saying we've had a rough couple of weeks in terms of, you know, feedback and I don't know what the word I'm looking for is.
Reality check?
Not reality check. No, that's not what I wanted to say. But anyway, it doesn't matter. I just like to have some fun with the band, you know.
Mm.
There is a line with bands where you go from this is really fun to this is the machine.
Yeah.
You know, being honest. And Susie just asked if we needed to punch anybody. No.
Not like that.
Not at all. No. Like I've said off stream, any feedback you get, if people didn't care enough to give it to you, they wouldn't give it to you. So actually, like, we really appreciate it because it will help us in the long run. It's just because of the album dropping and then the gigs getting busier and like the crowd's getting more excited and everything. It's been this real whirlwind of like excitement. So we've been told we suck before. It's not the and that wasn't what was said, by the way. I'm paraphrasing, but it's just you know, you forget every now and again when you're getting a head full of steam and running forwards at full blast, thinking, oh, we can do this next, and we'll do this next, and we'll do this. So yeah, it can be difficult to take that medicine, but like I said, it's valuable. It's all valuable, and it will make us better.
It doesn't take away the awesomeness that was the crowd at the Patriots. Like, the number of times I looked out and I could see people singing the songs is fucking amazing. And nothing better, honestly, there's nothing better in the world than having songs that, you know, you've had a part in, you know, coming back to you. Is like, that's fucking cool. And trying to make eye contact, like me personally, I was trying to make eye contact with, you know, everyone in the room and trying to, like, if they weren't, like, feeling it, like, trying to get that energy across and, like, not make them feel it, but it's like, I'm gonna make you feel something, even if it's hate.
That is one of the best lines, and I think I probably said it before on Blacklist, but one of the best lines in the entire of Almost Famous is when Jason Lee is saying, and he's the singer in the band, and he's saying, I look for that one dude in the room who is not getting off, and I make him get off. Like, that's you, James. You're that hype man.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but it was cool because I could see a couple of people in the audience like, I like this band, but I will fold my arms and nod ever so slowly.
That's what I do.
Yeah, Lee. That's Lee on stage.
That's not Lee on stage.
No, that's not Lee on stage. He's a fucking animal.
You didn't go to sleep with the contacts in this time, did you?
No.
Good. Well, thanks, Lee.
And now we go to Lee.
Weather.
Roaming correspondent.
But yeah, yes. Feedback is a double-edged sword, isn't it? And man, I've had some feedback in some other bands where it broke me. It genuinely broke me.
Oh, I know. I know the feedback you're talking about. I won't name names.
Yeah, no names.
A prominent DJ gave you feedback that absolutely cut you until recently.
Yeah, I'm still not over it properly, but it like proper cut me. because I genuinely believed in the music, genuinely believed in the band, what we were doing, all that. And the feedback we've got off this and it's just it's just a little bit of feedback.
It's one man's opinion.
It's nowhere near that level of like, fucking hell, I thought I was good, and you think I'm absolutely like shit.
I want to stop you there because you're taking it to the extremes, and they did not say that.
No, you're right. I took it like that, and that's what I mean. Like with feedback, you got to steel yourself a little bit, because in this industry, there are people who are gonna like what you do, and there are people who aren't gonna like what you do, and that's okay. You find your tribe, and not become an echo chamber, because it's important to listen to, all sorts of feedback, but you steel yourself and believe in what you do. I guess that's the point I'm trying to make.
I think we should just sort of come round to the point I made before, which is that people who give constructive criticism are doing it because they want to see you do well.
Yeah, true.
And I think we as a band fully appreciate the criticism we got, as much as it stung initially, because that night was, for us as a band, incredible. We came away from that night absolutely, if you were there, like, we were on cloud 9. Like, we've never had people screaming like that, like, even during songs, like, at us to like G us up. It was absolutely incredible, and I think that made it a little bit harder to take the critique, because we didn't at that time see how we could have done anything differently that would have made it better than how we felt it went, other than obviously Dav having the backing tracks in the right order.
We had so many things go wrong though. It was insane. Like, Dylan got his fucking lip pierced by a wasp.
Yeah.
What's that about? Like
literally 10 minutes before going on stage, he got stung in the lip by a wasp.
A good job he doesn't sing, or play fucking guitar with his lips. We'd have been fucked, right?
He did very well. He did very well, like, to just shovel in some antihistamines and get on with it. Fair play.
We had some proper tech issues, like we are not playing this set tech issues that sorted themselves out at literally the last second.
So we had the bee sting. We had Scott's guitar. One of the strings went, and he hadn't got his spare with him, so he ended up using your spare.
Yeah.
Which was pretty, new, foreign.
And I said to myself, I got this weird feeling, right, that I'm going to need my backup guitar, and I needed to change the 9-volt battery in it. I needed to check some of the solderings, and I was doing all of this, doing pre-checks before the gig, and lo and behold, what happened? It was needed. Boom.
It's funny because I had a weird feeling I needed some antihistamines, and I thought, nah.
Man, I carry a fucking pen with me all the time. I could have just jabbed Dylan if he'd have gone into shock, so that's cool.
But the other thing that happened, which was probably the most hampering, and I don't think, because of how well it felt it went on stage and how much people enjoyed the night, people won't realise, but Daft's headphone system went down. Yeah.
Is the thing that broke.
No, it wasn't even that. Because we got a new one of those, and then it turned out to be the other bit. So normally, when Daft's drumming, he's got the backing track in one ear, and then the other ear he's got a click so he can keep time with the backing track, and something broke on the headphones, and he had no click. And he still managed to stay the course for that entire show, which was incredibly impressive.
Massive.
Very impressive. That we managed to get through that. I've seen bands live that have lost the backing track and
same
train wrecked, and it is not pretty.
Hard to come back from. Yeah.
So he did an absolutely incredible job. We blow smoke up his ass all the time, and he's not even here, so I'm not going to do it any more than we have to. But he did an incredible job.
True that. I think we all did an incredible job. And I think, like we said, we just need to fine tune some of these moments, and I think we'll be where we need to be.
Max said, being part of the crowd that night was insane. Just looking around was so lovely. Neil66 says, if you watch the video my missus posted, you see my daughter going apeshit over you guys.
Yeah, cool.
And then Susie says, Lee on stage is great. So I think she probably was a bit drunk. You're all fab. You all are, though, fab personalities.
And I don't think we want to miss that. I don't think we want to become robots. I think we want to share our love for our music and performance and like share that as well.
Yep.
You know, and our vulnerabilities. I genuinely don't mind sharing with people that I'm nervous before going on stage. I think if I didn't get nervous before going on stage, I'd have to question why I was doing performance. You know what I mean? I think I don't think we should shy away from being us.
No,
you know,
not at all. There's no point in being someone else, is there?
no. Well, you know, like being less us. Like I want to be 100% James. Shut up, Lee.
Jesus. I gotta be honest, I would not want to be 100% James, I gotta be honest with you.
Yeah, man, come on. Let the hate flow through you.
Max says, nervous just shows you care, and I entirely agree.
Yeah.
Like, it's weird because I used to be so afraid of going on stage that any gig day I wouldn't eat because I would get myself to the point of vomiting. And it's only in the last sort of year or so that that's died down. And I think like part of that is the different medication for anxiety anyway. But I think the other part of it is I still get like this, I don't know, it's weird, like it's internalized now. So I don't feel nervous, but my body lets me know that I still am. And that adrenaline is like awesome because it really like builds you up on stage so you can achieve things that you probably wouldn't without it, you know.
Definitely. Anyone hear the new Muse album?
No, not going to either.
No.
Anyone seen what Muse have done with their singles and videos?
Pray tell.
Oh, they just stuck it all out on YouTube and they've just gone, here we go, have it all in one go.
What, on day one?
I think so. Well, or like a couple of days interspersed.
That's interesting.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I don't know if it's one of those like we just need to get as much attention as possible in one hit.
I don't know. That's an odd thing to do, I think. Just because I'm gonna have a little bit more of this coffee. Sober up. It's coffee. I could drive after a couple of these, I reckon, because it's coffee. Don't.
Disclaimer.
Yeah. Wait, I've got my hands full of can and drink. I can't flash the disclaimer gift, but come on, if you do, you're a fucking idiot. Alright, hold on. We do not condone. Wait, no, if I say we don't condone drink driving whilst the disclaimer's flashing, does that kind of indicate we do condone it? Because, wait.
Right, have you actually got a disclaimer button that you press?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck off.
James has never watched a Blacklist before.
I'm in it. Why would I need to watch it again?
I watched them to make sure they haven't got completely bollocksed by the tech.
He's got a big red button. He's got a big red button in front of him. He hits it every now and again.
Every now and again, it's a mute button. I mean, I didn't need that today because apparently we were both muted from the start. So. What were we saying? Oh, Muse. Yeah, go on.
Well, I just think it's really interesting that they've just gone and dropped everything all in one go and gone, here we go, good luck, cheers now, tell us what you think.
Shockingly cavalier.
Yeah,
I don't understand that strategy.
And you got someone like the Architects just dropped a new song after, like, the last one was like a month and a half, 2 months ago.
If that.
Yeah.
So they've now dropped When We Were Young, Nerve Gas, and the new one, Deep Fake.
Yeah.
And their album is out in October. So I'm guessing they'll drop at least one more. And that's kind of the more traditional way of doing it.
Yeah, but Muse is Muse, isn't it? And, We'll do what we want to do when we want to do it. Thank you very much.
They got more money than us for videos.
But would we do that if we had the opportunity to?
I don't know.
All in one go, or like?
I mean, it depends. I don't think we'll ever be where Muse are in their career. So for Muse, are they just are they just doing it because it's fun at this point and they've made all the money they need to make?
Maybe.
Because for us,
Well, we need to build interest and build interest and build interest.
Exactly. You need to drop a single, drop an album, then drop a single to remind people or to capture the attention of people who didn't see that the album came out. It's very different.
Yeah.
What do you think, Lee?
You know me, I'll go with the flow. I think I'd probably lose interest if a band I liked just did a dump of everything. I'd probably listen to it for a week and then not revisit it. But I suppose if this thing's sort of given out in dribs and drabs sporadically over a bit of time, then I'm more likely to follow it, personally.
Yep, agreed. I think that's why the norm is the norm, because it works. It reminds you, oh, this album came out, go back, go and enjoy it again, go and 100%. Because I'm guilty of when an album drops and I want to hear it, I will play it and play it and play it and play it, and then I'm like, I'm sick of this.
I do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if I play it and play it and play it and play it and love it, and then leave it because I'm sick of it, and then 2 months later they drop a single, I'll be like, oh yeah, I fucking love that album, and I'll go play it again.
Yeah, I've done that with the new Ghost album, pretty much.
I do like that new Ghost album.
Overdid it, but then when they release stuff, I revisit it.
I've not watched this. It's Spillways that just came out, isn't it? The latest
Yeah,
single.
it's a good song.
Yeah, it's a good song. Is the video good?
I don't see the video, actually.
Ah, there you go. Neil said that we cost him a few quid in merch, but he's more than happy to spend that money to help us on our way. That's very kind.
Okay.
Thank you.
Absolutely does, though. I mean, we're already looking at new merch, and
We've already bought some new merch. New merch coming your way. And also, for those who may have missed it, we are restocking on the zip hoodies in large, extra large, and extra large. Because I know a few people were asking over those at the last gig, and we didn't have any left. So they have been ordered. They're available on the web store to pre-order now. So if you want one, they are there to buy for now until they run out again.
And it all goes back into merch, pretty much, doesn't it? I mean, it's not funding your cracking habit, is it?
No. I mean, I wish it was. Yeah. Every penny that we make, like, it doesn't go back to us at this point. We're nowhere. You know, there is this sort of. I think there's a. Some people understand that bands are broke, and some people think that bands are raking it in through all the, money they make on merch or what have you. But every penny we make goes back into buying more merch, just to help. Get it out there.
We'll keep the songs up on the platforms, through TuneCore or other sort of expenses that we have to incur the website hosting. It all goes back in, doesn't it? It all goes back in.
Yep. There are a lot more. I mean, especially when gigs get canned, like the festival. There are a lot more outgoings than there are incomings for a band.
But stuff like that gives us opportunity to spend more time on whether it be design or new songs or planning, prep, and all that stuff. And it's not going to be time wasted. And like Max said, hopefully builds more excitement for the next gig. And
there'll be a lot of pent up energy for that gig by December. If we don't get something in between, it's going to be like.
Yeah. I concur.
We might go down in history as the first band to just spontaneously combust when we hit the stage. We'll just burst into avarice and just be like,
Actually set on fire.
yeah, why not?
Maybe we can get those things sorted that we were talking about, that we couldn't manifest for Patriots, that we'll push for that gig in December.
Pyrotechnics, that bit where you set yourself on fire and run around stage.
It won't be the first.
James has been watching a lot of Rammstein DVDs and he's about to get himself a flamethrower.
Yeah. No.
Oh.
More like a fucking party popper.
Yeah, that's more like it.
Max said Verity in Flames with real flames. I love it.
Just wait until you see the video.
Dave said that Machine Head said that at the end of lockdown, all of their rearranged gigs were a loss.
Mm.
And that is still the state of things. I mean, look at Soundbay cancelling. Like, they're just... The demand is there, but the money isn't to...
Isn't Rock in the Bowl got, like...
Count.
From 3 to 1? I think there's like a Dementia Aware one up in London that's gone, and it's really hard, I guess, for promoters to, because they rely on pre-sales, and not everyone is buying pre-sales. And look what happens when you do buy pre-sales. There are people dropping out left, right, and centre, and there's that feeling in the community of, well, who are you going to have replace the band that I wanted to see?
Yeah, you can't blame people for not wanting to order in advance.
Yeah, man. So it's a real catch-22, isn't it?
I think Rock in the Bowl actually went under financially.
No way.
Yeah, I think so. I think I watched the video. I think it was Rock in the Bowl. Mac will confirm, but I watched the video of the organisers, and it was really sad actually. Like they very, very deeply care about what they were doing, but the money just isn't there.
Bad times, man.
Yeah, so feeder's going to get worse as well, don't you, with energy prices and things for venues. And
Yep.
That's going to be extortionate, isn't it?
Yep. Well, there was already a news article today about pubs saying most of us will die because they don't get the same tax breaks or whatever. That
yeah, it's not capped, is it? So
yeah,
same with live venues.
Yeah.
Hope is everything, and while there's hope, there's light, and there's a lot of talk at the moment. I hear the negative. There's lots of, how is this going to happen? There's lots of doomsaying, and I know that's like reality, some sort of reality.
It's fucking reality.
Yeah, but I'm hoping that things will be put in place so that venues, housing, people are like looked after. Got to hope for that and push for that, because hope without action is just fucking.
All I'm saying is I'm not going acoustic if we can't afford to plug the guitars in. Not doing it.
Loud and clear.
We've got some really good versions of our songs acoustic, haven't we? So
yeah, Lee don't like it. Lee's not into that. That's not Lee's thing, and that's fine.
I'm saying it to wind him up, so
Right, well that makes 4 seconds off 1 hour of live stream.
Time goes quick with these moments, mate.
Yeah, especially when you're drinking coffee. From this point forward, I'm only going to refer to that as coffee, by the way. So when I get to work and people are like, "You are really slurring," I'll be like, "I've had a few coffees, so I'm alright."
Jesus Christ. So, are we almost at like final thoughts?
Oh, I think we're there, mate.
Well, 10 seconds. Think about final thoughts. Any memorable things on the feed before we sign off?
Let's have a quick look. There's still a lot of fallout about Rock in the Bowl. Neil says, "Worry about the things you can change and not the things you can't."
Yeah, man, like that. Very same.
Ryan is getting ahead of everyone else by leaving and saying, "Have a great rest of your night, everyone." I like that. I like your style. Get out first.
Yeah, man.
Beat the queue.
Cues,
I
bro.
respect that.
I can respect that. Yeah. I think that's about all time that we have this evening. Mainly because my speech impediment is getting worse as I carry on drinking rum. And
Listen, thank you very much, everyone. Really appreciate you coming in, checking us out, listening to us talk shit and bollocks with a sort of like slight little flavourings of reality in the band. Like Will said, lifting the veil. We are Blacklist. If you haven't already, like and subscribe. Share with your friends. It really helps us. And final thoughts, Will.
I love the fact that Debs has just commented saying, "Only now." My chat is working. Like an hour in, you missed the entire stream. But welcome. Good evening. Mac needs to send us the photographs they took.
Cool.
They just need an email. I'm not sharing it on here, but I will share it with you in a minute.
Cool. Right. Will, final words, thoughts, prayers, etc.
I don't think I have any. Nostar, would that do?
Go on in, Lee.
He does sound drunk. My final thought is I hate fucking final thoughts. I don't talk as much bollocks as you guys, so I find it very difficult to come out with something.
That's as much as you said, right? You said more there than you have in the entire podcast. So thank you, Lee. Really appreciate it.
That's all right, mate.
Love you too, mate.
James, the responsibility lies with you as the designated driver to take us home.
Hope's everything.
Is that it? I'm leaving.
Is that it? Hope's everything. Come on, sign off for something better.
Do or do not. There is no try. I expect something like that from
These
you.
poor people are waiting an hour to hear you tell them that hope is everything.
Objects in the mirror may appear closer than they actually are.
Yeah, I don't get it.